Hey, what's going on, guys? Since last time, I've been doing quite a lot of work preparing for our first fission reactor setup. So I've been making all of this stuff that you see in here. There's quite a bit, so let's go through everything that I have prepared and what I still need to prepare. So first, I made a bunch of stainless steel walls for another magnesium steam turbine. This time I'm just going to leave it steam. We're not going to do it for gas. I also made a stainless steel dynamo housing and copper coils and the walls for that. I made some heat transmitters and some tungsten walls in order to make a large heat exchanger, I think it is. The same thing that we put under the burning boxes down here. What is that? Those things there. It's a bigger version of that. It's a multi-block. It just makes it more convenient. Otherwise, I'd have to spam tungsten ones. I think technically this is cheaper for me. Otherwise, I could have done tantalum hafnium heat exchangers, but I don't feel like doing tantalum. It's just such a pain in the ass. I don't like doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna make this big heat exchanger. Currently, I am working through titanium in order to make a large titanium boiler, but that takes quite a lot of titanium. So I'm currently compressing the plates. I'm waiting for more titanium to come out. And in order to actually be able to afford it, I had to hook up an ilmenite refinery kind of system here. So ilmenite now gets deposited here into the barrel. It comes over to here. It goes directly into this bath where it gets washed in sulfuric acid, which is actually a little more, I think, efficient in terms of what you get out of it. Maybe not. I didn't do the numbers by hand. I just kind of like looked at it and thought about it. It's at least more straightforward than doing it in the burner mixer. You just put 5 ilmenite in with sulfuric acid and you get a green vitriol, which gets you the iron out directly, versus doing it in the burner mixer. You have to deal with the ferric chloride, which is kind of a pain in the ass, and I didn't feel like dealing with it. So I just did this. It's pretty simple. It's exactly the same as what we have over there. It's just dedicated specifically to ilmenite. So the green vitriol comes down here. The ilmenite gets turned into rutile, if you look here. So you get 1 rutile per 5 ilmenite, and then it goes over to here, directly into that barrel, and it goes through the titanium system, which is all good. And then the vitriol and the water come down, and the iron gets sent down there, and then the sulfuric acid loops back through. So pretty simple. Didn't really take much time. And other than that, I made a couple things over here. So I set up this little mixer system with these gas burning boxes and smelters in order to make stainless steel. So this is just going to be my 4 times smelter mixer system. So it makes it easier to get the stainless steel rather than having to do it, well, in what was currently, or what was previously here, with the regular burning box crucible setup. This is much faster and uses less power overall. And in its place, I put this system here. This is just to make me plates right now. I was using it to get osmium ingots, and that way I can make osmium wires. And those are actually not for the fission reactor specifically. Those are for the large matter fabricator, which I think I can jump straight to after I set up the fission reactor. It's just, I think this is a more efficient system overall compared to the other fabricators, which are not, what's fabricator? If you look, these all have efficiency losses. They get better as you go up, but they never reach 100. Well, actually this one, the tier 5 one does, but you need nether stars for those, and you need nether stars for the big one too, but you need 8, and you get quite a lot more overclocking out of it, and you can run that at any power level. So I figure I might as well bite the bullet. I'll just farm wither skeletons and withers off screen until I get enough for that. So yeah, that's sort of my long-term plan. I just figured I might as well run it while I'm doing other stuff. So we're kind of about halfway through the titanium boiler. We just kind of have to wait for titanium to finish refining over there. But while we're doing that, I have a Geiger counter crafting recipe set up here, and I have a bunch of stuff here to craft the reactors and the heat exchanger and all that. So we'll go through that now. So for the Geiger counter, it is capsule cell containers, which we've made before. It's just, capsule cell mold with aluminum, and then it's aluminum screws, plates, and tier 1 circuit. So I'll get 9 of those because I will probably need all of those. Put this aluminum away. And so we're going to need 9 of any noble gas. Yeah, argon, helium, or neon. So let me go get some capsule cell containers here, actually. And we'll fill all these up. Actually, do you need to use a canning machine? I don't know. It's a good test. What are those things called? I can never remember what they're called. It's not a tap, it's a nozzle, I think. I think you do have to do it in a canning machine because it doesn't say otherwise. So let's see, what do we have? This is oxygen, nitrogen, neon is here. We'll go get, or actually, what's the one I use the least of? Whatever this one is. Helium. Actually, no, I use quite a bit of helium. I don't know. We'll just grab whatever one I can actually access here. Is this argon at the bottom? Yeah, we'll get some argon. Yeah, stop. Can you fill these up here? No. There we go. And then we can put all this into here. And we can can these. Very good. So these will allow us to read the neutron count on fission reactors, and we'll turn a couple of these into sensors. I need at least 4. I'm going to keep 1 for like a handheld one, just in case. But I guess I can just turn the rest of them into the actual placeable ones. Let me put this guy away. Oh, let me sleep real quick. Oh, I forgot to mention, in my inventory, I have, I think I have, yeah, a system to do drying. That one is not for that. So this is going to just run a dryer all the time to refine water into distilled water in order to put it into the steam turbine, well, into the boiler and then into the steam turbine. This should be enough to run it. It'll run it at 32 heat units per tick. I don't think it ever becomes nighttime in the mining dimension, which is where I plan to build this. I'm just going to build it over top of the one of the fluid springs. I think this will run all the time. If it doesn't, it's not a huge deal. It should produce quite a lot of backlog and just keep running until it can create more. And also the steam turbine returns 95% of the distilled water from that loop back into it, as opposed to the other ones, which I think are like 80 or something. So it should be more than enough to keep up with that. If it's not, I'll add more solar panels and put a battery box and all that, but I think it should be okay. So that's what that is for. All right, what are we doing here? Okay, we need to, oops. I'm going to keep one of these for my own, and then the rest of them I can turn into the Geiger counter sensor. I'm going to need to turn all of these plates into double plates. Okay, almost there. I think that actually might be more than I needed, but that's fine. We'll just take one of each out. And we need glass. Do I have glass in here? I thought I would. I don't know where I put it. I'm sure I have some over here. Just put all that into the system. There we go. Okay, where is glass? Oh, there it is. I had quite a bit in there. So 8 of that, and then we need tin alloy. We need 16 of that. Turn those into double plates. Okay, do that. And what else do we need? We need the Geiger counters. And we need fine red alloy wire, which I have. And we should be all set with those. Perfect. I'm going to grab some fluid sensors. Fluid, or sensor. Oh, I guess I'm out of them. I don't need item or thermometer, really. I would like a gibbelometer sensor in order to toggle the boiler just in case. So let's do those. So fluid. I'll make a couple of these because I need one for the coolant, one for the boiler, and one for the drum. I may make 4 of these. So get 16 gold plates. And what do you need for gibbelometer sensors? Okay. So I just need one of those for now. So that's going to be thin alloy plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, I've been going through a lot of anvils. Get that. Shred those. Okay. So there, whoops, the gibbelometer sensor. I just need any piece of quartz. I have quartzite. Bolts. Tin alloy bolts. And I'm going to need to make more tin alloy. Let me just do 8 of these and turn these into bolts when that's done. Grab this guy. Oops, 4 of those. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There, and there's a gibbelometer sensor, so that's for the boiler. And we can actually make the boiler here. I think, what do we need for that? Not that guy, we can get rid of him. There we go. Oh, it's wrench and hammer. Okay. Wrench, hammer, and there's a titanium boiler. So we have that guy all made. We just need the rest of the walls. What else do we need to actually craft? Oh, we need to craft the actual fission reactors. So it takes these dense lead machine casings. We've made these before. And it's like this, I think. They're pretty simple, actually. 2, 3, and 4. Very good. We'll put those back in here. Save some space. We have some tungsten steel drums. One of them is going to be for water. One of them is going to be for the coolant, which I'm actually going to use molten tin for now. And I guess I'll have to explain some of the reactor mechanics as we get to it, but tin will essentially allow for breeding to actually happen, or for the uranium-235 rods to go critical, which means that they can actually emit more neutrons than normal. They'll kind of like continuously increase their neutron output, which is what we want. So that's what those are for. Let me put that away. Oh, I need to make a radiation suit. That's another thing I need to do. So let's make some lead. It goes like this for that. I think it takes glass panes for the helmet at least. Some of these require a magnifying glass. So let's lathe a pane. Good. And we'll put that on a stick. Magnifying glass. Yeah, I discovered off screen that you cannot defend yourself from radiation with quantum armor. It does not block radiation at all. It does negate the damage a little bit, not fully. But there's a lot of other debuffs that you get from radiation. And, well, the reason I actually had to deal with it in the first place is because I accidentally picked up one of the uranium stacks down there, the rods, when I had my quantum armor on, and immediately got radiation poisoning. It was pretty significant radiation poisoning. So I ended up having to drink a regeneration potion and then make Radaway here, which takes iodine, which means I had to, I think, electrolyze, what is this, iodine salt? Yeah, I had to do that, and then I had to make these wax pills, which just took refractory wax or paraffin wax from the distillation tower, and then I put them in a boxinator, which I had to craft and hook up over here. And that was really fun. So I have these prepared, and I made a bunch of Radaway just in case. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Where is that? There we go. So yeah, this suit should protect us. There's technically, I think there's a suit that's like a full... It's not this one. That's gases and chemicals. There's this universal hazard suit, which is a combination of all of the GregTech suits plus a chain set, I guess. That should protect you against cold, heat, radiation, chemicals and gases, and I think it also protects you from bees. So it's pretty good, but it only has 128 durability, which is pretty shit, so I'd rather just make the radiation suit and not have to deal with it. Plus, I mean, I don't think it's going to take damage anyway, but... Alright, let's see. I need another magnifying glass. And do I need one for the boots? Yes. There we go. We'll do that. Get these magnifying glasses. Put one here. Here's a wire cutter. Yep. So there's that. And then this guy. It's probably gonna be like that. Or the other way around. Yeah. There we go. Not too bad. It's just lead and glass, basically. Okay. We'll put this away now. We'll put these guys in here. These tin alloy plates. What do I need these for? I have the gibbelometer sensor. Yes. I have the Geiger counter sensors, so we're good there. I just need the, what are those called? The fluidometer sensors. That's right. Give me those. How much titanium do we have here? Still waiting on that. I might have to finish those off screen depending on how long it takes. Alright, so gold. This is a little too much. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got that. And then we need buckets. Yeah. So let me get 1, 2, 3, 4. And curve those. Actually, no, it needs to be 8, doesn't it? So give me 4 more. There we go. Curve plates. Just let that guy go. Right. Oh, you know what? I can make the dense heat exchanger while I'm waiting. So it goes like this. It uses huge copper fluid pipes, double dense, or sorry, not double, just dense annealed copper plates. Whoops. And then it takes a tungsten steel wall, and then you get a large heat exchanger. So you can see it outputs 16,384 heat units per tick, but it's capable of working with lower than that, which I will be doing, because if I ran it at max heat, which I could do even with uranium-235 if I wanted to, but that takes a tungsten steel boiler to handle that amount of heat. The titanium one can't do that. This only operates at half of that. And I don't feel like wasting a bunch of time and a bunch of... it's actually not the tungsten anymore. Tungsten's actually good because I now have hydrogen coming in all the time, and I'm getting infinite tungsten now, but it's mostly the iron for the steel. I just don't feel like doing it right now, but I will do it after, once we start working with plutonium, because I can make a much more efficient reactor with lithium chloride and plutonium, but I can't do that for uranium, so there's no point anyway. But yeah, that's my future plan. All right, so let's make the fluid sensor. Oh, actually, no, we need the curved iron plates. Iron plate. Actually, let's just do it like that. And actually, it doesn't even need that much. Ah. There we go. And it's this way with a hammer. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that, and then we need... Oh, I know I had tin alloy. Or whoops. Tin alloy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let me get bolts. Where are they? I'm blind, I can't see them. Where are they? Am I... Oh, there they are. Okay. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. And we will get 16 red alloy wire. And there we go. So we have fluidometer sensors in order to measure various fluids. We have the Geiger counter sensors. We have the heaters. Actually, Let me put these in my ender chest. That would be helpful. Could put these titanium walls in here. That way I can just not have to carry them on me. The radiation suit I will keep on me. The Radaway I will also keep on me. Oh, we need to extrude zirconium into these cells in order to make the reactor rods. And this beryllium we need to extrude into regular rods. Although we don't need this much beryllium. These are for, I think, neutron reflectors. Let's see. Yeah, you need to can them into a neutron reflector. But I'm only going to need 6 right now. So I'm only going to do 3. I don't have that much beryllium. I mean, not that I'm going to use it for anything else, but I'm also not going to have that many reactor rods to even, like, work with in the first place, so it's fine. And then I need to run the canner. That's why I had 5 solar panels. That solar panel belongs to this canning machine, and I'm going to run that. Well, I guess I could just do it downstairs. I don't know. But I need that to can the uranium and the beryllium into their reactor rods. So here we go. We have empty reactor rods. So I can go downstairs. Let me bring my radiation suit. So I'm going to do as many as I can. So there we go. Oh, let me get these guys first. The beryllium. Okay. So let's go downstairs. I will... Oh. Well, okay, hold on. I have to go back upstairs to actually run the canning machine. But my, now my radiation suit's on, even though my head is technically not covered. How many rods do we have? So we need 6 for this. So we have 15 left over. I'm thinking 6 uranium-238, which is just a regular uranium. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, I can do much more than that. So I'd say I'll do 4 uranium-235. And then the rest can be uranium-238. So that's going to be 11. That's uranium-235. That's uranium-238. Okay. So we can go upstairs and then run the canning machine to cannies, and then we can throw them in the ender chest and switch back the armor. Okay. So do the canning machine, and that's not losing durability. Good. And solar panel. And that should be plenty to run it. And it runs fast enough that I don't really care. So those are the neutron reflector rods. And then we want to do uranium-235 rods. Okay, and then we need the uranium-238. Oh, those are fuel rods. Shit. I forgot about that. Can I uncan this? No. Well, that's fine. I have tons of this shit. That's fine. I don't care that much. I want to saw these, or just turn them into bolts. That's how you make breeder rods. Where are my bolts? I was just using them. There we go. Turn these into bolts, please. Yeah, we do want these 235 fuel rods. It's just that the uranium-238 we want to be breeder rods. And we're going to use those to get plutonium. Let me go get more zirconium. Zirconium. What is the recipe for that? I can't remember what the quantity actually is for electrolysis, I think. It is 6, okay. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And if I took off any piece of this radiation armor, I think I would instantly get radiation poisoning and probably die, which is always fun. Okay. So we're going to get more zirconium. We have empty reactor rods, and we have these uranium bolts. So can these into breeder rods. Thank you. Good. Okay. So we'll throw those into the ender chest. And we're done dealing with the radioactive stuff, so we can put the quantum suit back on. Nice. And I will put these away. You guys can just go here. Cool. It's good to be able to run very fast. Alright, let's turn these guys into walls. We should be nearly there with all the walls. And then we have the stuff for the heat exchanger and the dynamo and the steam turbine. We also have universal extenders for the reactors to extend out the bottom. So that way we have more sides to work with. So those go together. This is for the tungsten stuff. It has 8 heat exchangers or heat transmitters and the walls. And then this guy is for the boiler. This is for the steam turbine. This is for the dynamo. And actually for the dynamo, we're going to need probably a transformer. And I'm going to set up a ME quantum ring just to transfer the power back here. Because otherwise I would have to use this portal, wherever it is, that one there. I don't want to do that. It's already kind of like stuck in the middle of a bunch of stuff. So it's okay. That's pretty much everything except for the boiler. We have these guys. Oh, we have this pump to pump out the water from the steam turbine. And then we have the sensors. I'm sure this is going to cause me a problem eventually, but I'm not going to deal with it right now. These aluminum cables are for EV. I'm not going to deal with them either right now. Let me just put those down here. Then these drums and chests, I guess, just take with me. Put those into the ender chest. I have to think about what kind of building I want to make for this thing too. Whoops. There we go. Oh, you know what? I need a grate. Do I have iron? Oh, whoops. I want to go in here. Iron rod. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. And I need fluid pipe. I'll do a huge carbon fluid pipe. That's huge rubber. Actually, that's fine. And I could just use carbon. That's to get the water. I'm going to need 2 buckets of water. Get a second bucket. And get that guy. I'm just going to use glass, I think. Or where do I have glass? Here. There we go. Then I have redstone things, and I need redstone machine switches, which I have 1 already. 1, 2, oh. I need torches. Let me just make 2 stacks of torches. There, and there. Whoops, not that guy. Okay. So 2 more of these. Throw the other redstone torches in. These guys coming with me. What else do I need? Oh, I need to actually make the grate. There's the drain rather. You take a nap real quick. Okay. Get a bunch of bread. And we should have titanium there. Almost. I think another stack-ish should be enough. I only have 31 here. Let's see. 6 walls. This guy can go in the ender chest. Can go there. This. Okay, so I need 4 more walls. So it's 16. It's 36. How much more? 36. Wait, what? That can't be right. Oh no, it's 9 times 36. Right? Hold on, I might be dumb. It's 36 times 5. Yeah, 180. Never mind. I don't know what I was talking about. I've been working on this so long. I just want to be done with it. I'll just take this now. Start turning it into plates. All right. There we go. I mean, I can, for the most part, set up everything except for the boiler, because I will be able to kind of flesh out the general shape. Oh, I need to also smelt down a full tungsten steel drum of tin. So, actually, one of these guys should have tin. That's antimony. That's tin. Maybe I'll just make my own smelter. Or I can use this guy and turn him towards this. Yeah. And then fill this with tin. So this can hold, what is it, 256,000? 256, 0, 0, divided by 144. So that's 1,777 tin. Oh my god. Okay. I might just put it in the ME system to count it, and it should make it a little easier. That's zinc. There's my tin. Sure. That should be close. Tin dust. Okay. 1,777. 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit more. Okay. Actually, well, I'll do 1,000. Well, yeah, 1,777 should be fine. Okay. That should give me about a full drum of this. So, oops. What am I doing? Tin dust, just so I don't get anything else. So start throwing this in and igniting it. There we go. It's nice to have like one smelter that's just burning through that. Oh wow, that could do a whole stack at a time. Holy shit, that's really good. Just grab all this. Oops. Oops. There we go. Almost there. Cool. That should fill up that drum for me. And then once we have that, we can head over and start setting things up. So I'm going to do it all within one chunk. It should be pretty simple to do. And let's see how much time I have. Yeah, I've only been recording for 30 minutes, so I can definitely show off the basics of the reactor. And we'll see how we do with the titanium and everything. Titanium. Doing that. So we'll do 63. We'll do it that way. 27. Oops. Cool. Me 7 and 9. Then put you in there too. And we have to just wait for the tin. But it should be pretty quick, all things considered. Alright. I can actually go and start setting up now, because it's pretty close to the entrance. Right. So where is... Okay, it's this. It's going to be right here beneath me. Cool. So I can move this berry bush. I'll just replant them over here. I don't know. Just want to clear out this chunk. Where is this? There we go. Get rid of that. It's flammable. Just put it over here. Get rid of this. I think that's flammable, but I don't know. Okay. I think this should be good. And I should have brought some building blocks, but I can always just dig up dirt or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. Actually, nah, I don't want to do it with dirt. I want to do it with a real building material. I will make a building for this. I just, for right now, I want to get it set up at least. What kind of building materials can I use? What kind of cobblestones do we have? We have shale, marble, green schist, red granite. I'm kind of tempted to make it out of red granite or like comatite. I could always do it. Well, I'm already using black walls for my base. I can make it green. I thought I had more green schist than that. Maybe I don't. Hold on. Let me check over here. I'm pretty sure I have green schist over here. Yeah, I do. Oh, it's not hooked up to a storage bus. That's why. Do I have a storage bus? Storage. I do. Green schist. Let me grab all this. Throw all this on the ground for a second. Okay. Store it in here. Cool. Then we'll put this guy on here and give him a priority of 10, just so it knows to store that in there. Now we should be able to see the green schist in our system. And I'll make 4 stacks of blocks, I guess. Why not? And that way we know the green building is for radioactive stuff. Just to play into the meme a little bit. What kinds of green schist? Oops. What kind of walls do I want? Bricks, or do I want... Definitely not windmill tiles. Maybe I'll do square bricks, because those look kind of cool. Maybe I can do a big yellow, like, radioactive symbol on the wall. Oh, what is this? What? Let me make these square bricks. Green schist tiles. Okay, I need to smelt it twice. Okay. And are you guys done? You're probably almost done with your plates. Ah, Jesus Christ. There you go. You are done with the first round of stuff. Okay. Almost there. Oh, you know what I want to make really quick, even though I'm not going to use it at first. I want to make a retriever. So I need an item filter. A retriever, I mean, it works like any other retriever that you would have in a mod. It will draw items instead of inserting them into an inventory or a pipe system. Where is it? I thought I made a bunch of these. Compact. Wait. I guess I only made enough for that, but I can make this one. Really? Hold on. I definitely made a bunch of those. Where did I put them? I have no idea. I made a bunch of compact electric pistons, but I don't remember where I stuck them. There's no way I used every single one of them, because they aren't used for anything except for the reactors, which is why I made them initially. Oh, yeah, there's no way. Okay. That explains it. So it's this. I think it's 2 screws, 2 rods, and 2 plates. Is that right? Something like that. Is it like this? Yes, and then it's a screwdriver. Cool. So yeah, this will allow me to draw items out of inventories. And what I'm going to do, you can put filters on them. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if you could put like a solid block filter in between them. I'm just going to, they are their own filters. If you don't set a filter, they'll draw everything. But if you do, then they will draw only that item. So what I'm going to do is use that to draw out the empty fuel rods and the empty breeder rods. But I'm going to have to run the reactor a couple times in order to get those things. And then, obviously, for each subsequent reactor that I do using different fuels and different breeder rods, I'll have to obviously have filters for those too. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now, let me see what kind of circuit. We can do tier 3. I think that's the lowest. Let's get those, and we have, what's wrong here? Item filter. Those are curved electrum plates. Pretty sure you can use a tier 3. Yeah, tier 3. Tier 3. Item filter. What? Compact electric piston. Oh, this is an LV one. Whoops. Okay, that's an EV one that I made. Okay. Where is that guy? Let's look at this here. So it's all galvanized steel. Disgusting. All right. Steel. I actually have some already. Although can I extrude this into a curved plate? I don't know. Yes, I can. And then it's just other plates and rods. I might as well just extrude this into rods and screws. Or actually, no, just do steel like that. This is going to be for gears, though. So 1 galvanized steel gear. Oh, wait, no, that removes the... whatever. Such a waste. I hate using galvanized steel. It's the worst material by far. Well, tungsten might be worse, but... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, I think. Yeah. And then 1 for the gear. Well, actually, I already have the gear. Okay. And I need a, what is it, a magnetic iron rod? Yeah. Iron rod. Magnetize that guy. Okay. So, or whoops. We'll get these things here. So iron rod, and what else do I need for the motor? Tin cable and copper cable. Copper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Curved plate and rod. And then I need tin cable. Okay. And then it is the same as the other thing. Like that, and screwdriver. And now we can make the retriever. Okay. Yeah, that's just a future planning kind of thing. It's not going to be relevant right now. Let's get these. Oh, yep, you're the only one left. Cool. So we have 1 more titanium wall. That'll be for the boiler. Cool. Now we can go and... Or no, we need the green schist for our bricks. We have just enough space for it. Let's go get that. Cool. So I think it's this. And then that. Yeah, square bricks. Cool. Square bricks. Square bricks. Very nice. All right. So let's go to this area over here. It's going to be right here. So I'm going to outline sort of a bunch of extra space. I'll go like this, just so we have 1 block to walk around the edge in. Yeah, and we'll keep everything inside the 1 chunk. Okay, so that goes there. And this way we can keep the poor rabbits out, so they don't die on the heat exchangers or something. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Oh, I want this guy out. Get out of here. Yes. Build a second ring of bricks here. Okay. Oops. And then I can always fly out the top. I actually don't know if radiation will affect other creatures. I hope it doesn't, but what can you do? All right, let's get the ender chest out. Put that over here. And we will sort of build this in reverse. So let's start with the dynamo. That's going to be, I guess, just right over here. So we will plan this with the intention that so that it can be right up against here. So this can be the starting point. But I'm going to have a transformer on it. I don't know if I'm going to go up or down. I think I'll go up. But just in case, we'll leave a block in between. So that's going to be the transformer. This is going to be the dynamo. So it's like that. We need the coils. There we go. Okay, there's that. Oh, I need an axle as well. I will make an axle and put a tachometer sensor on that. And actually, I'm thinking probably need to raise this up. Yeah, because the boiler, it needs to line up with the boiler and the heat exchanger, which I do want that to be kind of like a little bit raised up because it has a pipe that comes out the bottom. I'm trying to think of what the best way of doing this is. So this, hold on. I just want to visually mark it kind of. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the turbine. This is going to be a space for a pipe or a universal extender or something. I'm going to probably need to make another one of those. This is going to be the boiler and the heat exchanger. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking... How tall is the boiler? It's pretty tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 1, 2, 3, 4 for the turbine, 1 for the universal extender, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's go 1, 2. Then we'll build these here. So it can be like that. Get rid of you. 1, 2, 3. Not a huge rubber fluid pipe. I need the things here. But actually, the large heat exchanger goes in the middle. Like that. These go around like this. Then the dense tungsten wall goes here. And then we should see if we use our magnifying glass, which I made out of green sapphire, by the way, that is a fully formed structure. And if we look at the scanner, you can see what's going on with it. Nothing right now. That's good. And then we can set up the boiler at least partially. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And titanium. So it goes like that. You can probably have this guy facing inward because it has multiple outlet pipes, kind of. Actually, no, this doesn't go here. This goes there. You'll see when I sort of finish it, it'll have a bunch of holes in it. And those are going to be the, yeah, right there. I mean, it's not even finished, but each of these can output steam. So you can kind of just draw steam out of wherever and it can face whatever direction. And you can also input water and stuff like on any face. That's kind of convenient. Although you do have to do it on the bottom. I think if you look in the boiler, it says you can only input, yeah, the bottom layer, but that's fine. It's pretty generous. And I can actually start filling the tungsten steel drum with water. Actually, let me set up the turbine next, just so I have a general idea of where I'm going to be putting this. So this is going to go here. That's going to be a universal extender. This guy's going to face there. And that is going to be like this. And the reason I want to use a universal extender is because it will instantly transfer the entire throughput that's possible for this turbine into it in one tick. Whereas a pipe, I don't even think I can make pipes big enough for that. Yeah, if you look 16,384 huge whatever fluid pipe using the wild card there. I think the only thing that I could maybe do is draconium. I definitely can't afford adamantium yet. Carbon is not enough. Yeah, nothing else even comes close. So the universal extender would allow me. Actually, I think I can. I don't even need a universal extender. I could do a tank extender, which I probably already have. Yeah, it's kind of a waste to do a universal extender for that. So yeah, I'll do a tank extender there. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, this is gonna go here. This is gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that guy is fully formed. There we go. And then this guy's gonna need to go up. I don't know. Maybe I'll use like fences or something, or steel. I don't know, whatever I can make to like add, I guess, support structures to these just to make it visually look a little cooler. Yeah, I'll move these guys up. Where did that go? There it is. So this is gonna be an axle, probably iridium. These guys can go up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Gotta move all these coils up. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. These guys down. There we go. And there we go. So this should be this dynamo fully done. Where is my magnifying glass? There we go. Okay. So that's sort of the basic structure of the reactor. Well, not of the reactor. That's just to get the power out of it. The reactor itself is actually quite small and unsuspecting. I have to think about the best way of positioning it. But I can do the return pipe for this. So I want, I'm going to input water there. This is going to be filling vertically adjacent tanks. You are going to input, and actually it might be better if I use bigger carbon fluid pipes for this. That way I can have a similar system to my other boilers. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I might go grab bigger carbon fluid pipes. Otherwise, this is going to back stuff. But yeah, I think, well, yeah, maybe go do that now, because it's just, otherwise it's going to not, it's just going to be a pain in the ass. I'm going to have to do it again anyway. Where are my carbon fluid pipes? There we go. And let's check on the titanium real quick. How much do we have? 22. Not coming out very fast. Is this guy done? He looks like he's done. And turn you back. Yeah, very nearly at a full tank of molten tin, which is good. Oops, I threw a piece of bread. Okay. Let's go over here. Am I even going in the right direction? I am not. All right. So this guy we want to put here. We want these to be large carbon fluid pipes, or just the regular ones, I guess. And we'll put this pump here that can draw out all of the distilled water, and then everything else can go into that drum. And we need the setup for that. Put this tin in there for a second. All right, where is the dryer output fluids? The top, perfect. I put it here. So this is going to be the heater. So you are going to be a solar panel. Very good. Dryer. This guy. Perfect. So that will output distilled water. And then we just need a water source to input. Where does dryer take in fluids? Fluids in left or back. I can very easily put a water source back here, no problem. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Actually, do it like this. There. And then glass, 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 glass. Whoops. Like that. Get a water bucket and my other water bucket. This guy and that guy. These will fill up and you will make distilled water. And put that back in my inventory. And we can put this guy away. Cool. So this is basically just a free distilled water maker. And he will very slowly fill that guy up. I want to put a fluidometer on that and on this. I also want a gibbelometer on this. Okay. This one is here, I guess, temporarily, just so I could see how much is in it, and then I'll take it off. This one is the one we really care about. If this starts to drop, then we want to turn off everything. But let's see for the reactor what we want to do. Okay. So I am going to use big carbon fluid pipes for this, actually. So this is the outlet line. And then the input is there. So we have to plan that accordingly. And actually, it might be better to do that. Kind of like this, I think. So this is going to be the input. So we'll put a tungsten steel drum here. Yeah, that should be fine. So we'll put a fluidometer on that. Or where do I have a fluidometer? Oh, I have still some here. So you can go there. Definitely not going to be able to. There we go. Really? There we go. And it has more than can be displayed on that, so I need to turn it to sensor mode, or percentage mode, rather. Okay. So we will just put a small carbon fluid pipe on this, because that's all it needs. Then we will put it that way. Okay, yeah, you're not filling anything yet. Then we'll place the reactors down. And we need to configure these in a very particular way. So the fission reactors have two faces. They have well, those are the input-output faces. So the blue one is, it's kind of different from how other machines work. So the red, let's start with that. The red is the hot coolant output. The blue is the regular coolant, like the cold coolant output. So the reason that blue port exists is so that you can share the cold coolant among all of the reactors. It is not like a normal kind of like working output. It is just a output in order to share coolant and also to drain the reactors if that's what you want to do. So the wrench will set the regular output like this, and the monkey wrench will set the blue face. So that one is pointed into this one. This one we want to point into here, and then this one we want to point here. And then this last one we want to point down, and that will disable the blue facing on this one. So those will now share coolant. I will leave them not filled up for now, just so we can set up everything and not have to deal with the coolant for a minute. Next, I want to do the universal extenders. So these are going to be set up kind of similarly to the reactors. So we want the wrench to point into all of these. That will basically set the universal extenders to connect to the reactors, because otherwise, if I pointed them into like the pipes that I'm going to connect to them, it would end up extending the pipe, not the reactor. So we want that to connect there, and you can see if you click on all of these with the sensors, it is connected to the nuclear reactor core. You can't do it with the magnifying glass, it has to be the scanner. And then we want to set the monkey wrench to the bottom of all these. It looks like they're all set properly there, I just want to double check. So wrench onto the back side, perfect. All right, and then we can connect the carbon fluid pipes to these and connect. Actually, I should have made this over one. I might move this, yeah, to be like this basically. Yeah, let's move this over one. Not a big deal. That's why we didn't fill the reactors yet. Okay. So connect you, like that. We'll do the universal extenders. So point them up, monkey wrench them down. Oh, and also just to, I guess, give a general notice about universal extenders and extenders in general. The main face is technically the normal output of the extender. So this will technically be the output, but because we need this face to connect the reactor, we need another way to export fluid. So the the monkey wrench face or the secondary facing will output whatever gets inputted into the main face. So because these reactors are pointing down with the red face, which is their output, they're pointing down into the main face of the universal extender, which means that any liquid that gets pumped into there will come out from the secondary facing of the universal extender. So that's kind of designed this way to make it more convenient. It's pretty nice. All right, so let's switch this back to regular wrench. So still point these down, but then we want to monkey wrench. Okay, so this is now going to be the input, so we'll point it that way, this way, this way, and then down to disable the last face. And we can kind of see that visually in here. It's a little hard to see with this one, but you can see this one doesn't have a blue face. That's the blue face from the other side. And then we want to connect the pipes here to the bottoms. Very good. So the hot coolant will come out, go into this tungsten heat exchanger, and then the pipes are coming out of the bottom here. And then they're going over into this drum, and that will output the cold coolant back into here, and that will go back into the reactors. And then once we're ready, we can start setting up the Geiger counters and stuff. We can do that now, but it's not really gonna make sense until it's properly on and running. Let's see. I can sort of do a couple right now. So I want one here, well, one set of each here. And then we'll do one here. And then we can get some of the rods. So I want the reflector rods. I can put those in now. So we're going to have one reflector rod. Actually, I only needed 5, but one reflector rod is going to go here, and then the rest are going to go like this. We're going to put the breeder rod in here, and then the actual fuel rods will go here in between all of these reflectors. And the way we're going to control this reactor is by using redstone, and we're going to toggle this reflector rod, and this one will be sort of the rod that allows the rods to go supercritical, the fuel rods. So by enabling and disabling this, we can sort of modulate the neutron production. It'll make more sense once we actually have the reactor running, but this is the sort of the linchpin of this design, this rod here. We want it to be on by default, and then we'll have it turn off once we reach a certain neutron count. Yeah, it's a little hard to follow at the beginning, but it's pretty simple. It's not all that complicated. Ooh, is this still running? I don't know. I can see that I don't know if it's raining or if it's like nighttime. Looks like it's still running, so it should be fine. Yeah, we're still getting water. What are you at? I can turn this guy to percentage mode, 4%. So yeah, I'll let this guy fill. This is chunk loaded because it's on top of one of the fluid springs, which are chunk loaded. So all of this will continue to run even when I'm not here. But yeah, I will cut it here for now. I will finish making the tungsten walls, or the titanium walls rather, so we can finish the boiler. I'll make the axle and the tank extender, and then when I come back, we can start working on the reactor here and turning it on and sort of explaining the reactor mechanics. But for now, I will see you guys next time.